What's going on, guys? FM Wizard here, and today I am bringing you the ultimate graphics guide. In this guide, I will be showing you how to install all the graphics you'll need, like the player face packs, kits, logos, skins, match balls, and the real name fix. I've made individual guides for each of these, so if you need to install one of these things, I'll leave the link to each relevant video. But if you want it all, stick around for this video. In the description, I'll also leave all the download links and a bunch of other popular packs that you may prefer to download. Also, just before we get started, this video took a lot of time to make, so if you could please like the video if it helped you out, and subscribe for more Football Manager content. Alright, without further ado, let's get into this video. So in order to install your graphics, you're going to need a program called WinRAR. I'll leave the link to this download page in the description. So download the relevant version to you and run through the installer, and then come back to this video and we'll continue on with the process. So next up, we're obviously going to need to download the graphics that we want to install. So for this tutorial, I'm going to be using the DF11 Facepacks for our player Facepacks, the FC12 England Premier League kits. I'll also leave the links to a bunch of other kits and other league kits as well. These kits use these logos, which brings us to our logo pack. So as you can see here, it's sort of like a fantasy logo list. This is because there's currently some copyright issues with the Royal Club logo. So until I get that sorted out, these are sort of the only ones you can download. I'll try and find some other download pages where you can still download the original logos and kits. But for now, I'm going to be using these ones, and I'll also put these in the description. We're going to be downloading this skin. I'll put a bunch of other skins in the description as well. And we're going to be downloading these FM match balls. I think this is the only pack that you can download at the moment because FM also put restrictions on this. But I'll put this in the description, and obviously the FM Scout real name license fix. So download whatever graphics you want to install, and I'll show you how to install them now. So as you can see here, we've downloaded our files that we want to install to our game. So now you just want to highlight them all in their WinRAR format, right click, and then just go extract each archive to a separate folder. This will just make sure it keeps neat and everything will stay in the folder they're downloaded in. If you don't have this option, just hit extract files and it should do the same thing. Alright, now let's install them when this is done. So now that we have our extracted files, as you can see here, I've separated them to where I'm going to install them. You obviously don't have to do this, but I'm just doing it for tutorial purposes. So we're going to start with our documents installation, so our graphics, our skin, and our match bowl. So you want to navigate to your Football Manager's directory. I'll put the default directory on screen now, and it's in the description. If you want to change this directory, I have a video on that. I'll put it in the top right. So if you want to change your directory, jump over to that video and then come back here. But if you got a default directory, navigate to it now. So open up a file explorer. And if you use the one from the description, paste it in, and then you want to get rid of the YourUser and obviously put whatever your user is. And then that's your default Football Manager directory. Alright, so now you want to make a new folder, call it graphics. If it's already there, that's fine. You can just put it in there. But if it's not there, and the chances are if this is your first time, it won't be there. So just open up your graphics folder that you've made. And now you want to put these three in there. And now you don't have to, but to make it neater, you can make subfolders. So I do that. So you make one called Facepacks, one called Kits, and one called Logos. So just make it Facepacks. Put your DF11 Megapack in there. Alright, so that's those three installed, Facepacks, Kits, and Logos. Now we're going to move on to our match bowl. So in this file that you've downloaded, there'll be a bunch of different bowls you can choose from. So the Bundesliga, Champions League, Eredivisie, Europa League, Liga MX, and Liga 1. We're going to install the Europa League bowl in this one. So you want to click on Europa League and see this mesh folder. You want to copy that out and go back to your directory and just paste it straight in here. So in the same folder as your graphics folder, and just paste it in there. So now for the skin installation, you're going to need this folder called the skins folder. It should be underneath the mesh folder. If you don't have a skin folder, just make it and call it skins. It's important that you don't put it within the graphics folder. It has its own folder in the directory. So you just want to click skins. And then we don't just want to paste it in like this because sometimes the skins, they have alternate pages that you can install into your skin, like this one here. So as you see here, this is the actual skin and this is like an alternative. So if you paste the whole thing containing these two files in there, it wouldn't work. So as the alternatives is just sort of like club overviews and different things. So if you don't like certain pages within the pack, you can switch it out yourself. So you just want to copy and paste the actual skin into your skins folder. Alright, so that'll do its thing, and now we'll move on to the real name fix. So the installation to install the real name fix is probably the most complex, so I'll go through it nice and slow. So to start, you want to navigate to your installation directory of your Football Manager. So the easiest way to get to this is, I think, go through Steam. So open up your Steam, and then on this left side where it lists all your games, right click on Football Manager 2020 and go Properties, and go to this Local Files tab and go Browse Local Files. Now as you can see, it opens up this. So you want to go Data, Database, DB. So the top option every time, I think it was. So as you can see, we have 5 folders, all with different numbers on them. Depending on when you're watching this video and applying the fix, there might be more. But basically, these files represent each update that's been put out by Football Manager. So it all depends on when you started your save files. So if you have a couple of long-running save files that you've been playing for a couple months, I recommend applying this fix to every single file. So go in there and delete and add in the required folders. But if you've just picked up the game and you've just started to save, you might only need to do it on the 2 newest ones, depending on when you bought the game. But if you've literally picked this up and this is one of the first things you're doing, you can just do it on the latest one because you haven't started any saves yet. So let's get into the fix. So we're going to apply the fix to the latest update, so the 2040 folder. So you want to open up that, and then we're going to start at the top here at DBC. Just ignore this one for now. Just go DBC and then go permanent. So in the DBC and permanent folder, you want to delete Brazil kits, forbidden names, and the 2 licensing 2 ones. And also Zebra Award and Zebra Twin fake stuff. And then hit delete. Now you want to press back twice and go to EDT. And you want to go permanent and you can delete fake.edt. So this one here. Sorry, I'm reading off the other monitor because there's a lot to do here. So delete fake.edt and then go back to again. And then go on ink, go all, and you can delete all of these. So in the all folder, delete all. It works out well that way. Now you want to go to your downloaded fake name fix folder and then copy these 2 up here. So the FM20 club names and the FM20 fix, and paste them in this all folder where you've deleted everything. So like so. And then go back once to this ink folder and go temporary and delete these 2. Alright, so that's the real name fix and how to install it. Now we'll jump into our game. So now that we're on our Football Manager game, as you can see I do have an 1860 Munchen YouTube save going at the moment, so watch that if you want, but let's not get distracted. You want to hit on Preferences, and then go to this Advanced tab next to Overview, and then go to this drop down and go Interface, and then come down here and go Reload Skin, and untick this first one, and hit Confirm. Alright, now we'll load into a save file, and I'll show you the differences. So starting off with the Facepacks here, we can see it did work. We have Kovacic's face here. And just a note on the Facepacks, when you download it, it will just be like the face pack from the start of the year. And with the DF11 anyway, they upload monthly updates. If you want to see how to apply those updates and get the updated the updated player faces like Zlatan to Milan and like transfers like that, I have a video on that as well. I'll put that on the top right. So you can look at that after this video to see how to update those player faces. Now we'll see if the kits worked. So as you can see here, we have our kits at the bottom here. We also have the Premier League badge, well, the fantasy version of the Premier League badge, and the Chelsea badge up here. For the reason for these fantasy badges and kits being used is because there's currently a copyright strike from the clubs. They're trying to stop FM players from having their real logos and kits. So as you can see here, the real name fix did work. We have the UEFA Champions League, UEFA Super Cup, and the Premier League. But if we go to Juventus, this is just a quick way I have to go to Juventus. They are called Juventus FC. However, they have Zebre Stadium still. I also have a video on that, so if you want to fix that it's not the biggest thing, but if you want to fix that little thing, I have a video on that, so it's in the top right. And now we'll see if our skin works. So we go Preferences and click up here. And as you can see, our skin did work. So hit confirm. So that brings us to the end of this video. If this video helped you out, leave a like and subscribe for more Football Manager content. If you have any questions about any of the steps, please feel free to leave them in the comments and I'll try and respond to them. Thanks for watching and see you next time.